celebration of Allies Forum Orissa, I welcome you all to this celebration. Today we are celebrating 133 birth anniversary of Padma Shri Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, the father of library science in India. Dr. Ranganathan, a mathematician turned librarian, had given a definite shape to library and information science education and profession in India. His philosophy and legacy continues till date, even in the days in the digital library environment. Allies Forum Orissa pays rich tribute to Dr. Ranganathan on his birth anniversary. Allies Forum Orissa, a web-based program for allies professional of India, had started its journey from Bhubaneswar on 26 October 2006 and has well spread throughout the India. All the activities of forum are carried out virtually throughout the year. It includes celebration of National Librarians Day, celebration of National Library Weeks, managing a Facebook group with more than 1400 members all over India, conduct online quiz competition on fortnight basis. It is managed by our moderator Kiran Pradhan under the supervision of Dr. Devraj Meher. Then we publish annual issues every year on a particular topic on the foundation day of the forum. We also publish memorial volume and allies communication, a newsletter, which all are online. Today's theme of the Librarians Day celebration is landscape of librarians in the era of artificial intelligence, which is very much relevant in today's context. It is fact that like other ICT tools, artificial intelligence as a tool will be applicable in libraries, but definitely it will not affect the existence of libraries and librarianship. However, the use of artificial intelligence in libraries must be done ethically, judiciously, and responsibly. Today, we have two distinguished guests, that is Madam Anuja Tarini Mishra and Dr. N.C. Ghosh, Librarian IM Calcutta, with us, who will give insight on this. I welcome Madam Anuja Tarini Mishra and Dr. Ghosh to the National Librarians Day celebration, and thank you all for joining with us. Now I request Dr. Shankar Reddy Kole, Librarian, Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, Vizianagaram, to introduce today's guest of honor, Madam Anuja Tarini Mishra. Over to Dr. Reddy.
Thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to introduce Madam Anuja Tarini Mishra, who is serving as an administrative officer working in the Department of Odia Language and Literature and Culture, Government of Odisha. She is also former administrative officer of ODC Research Center, Bhubaneswar. Madam Mishra is an MSc in Geology from Utkal University, Bhubaneswar, and is a recipient of Young Indian Fellowship Program offered by University of Pennsylvania in collaboration with IFRE. She has received National Junior Research Fellowship and also Senior Research Fellowship from the Ministry of Culture and Government of India. She herself is a renowned vocalist of Hindustani and Odissi music and freelance anchor for various cultural festivals and programs organized by the Government of Odisha. She has been incessantly working in the field of arts, administration of Odisha, contributing to the Odisha music and dance and propagation of it. Madam Mishra has also served as a jury of many scholarship and festival and has organized many national level programs and festivals serving as an OAS officer. She is also a recipient of many prestigious awards which includes Saptasaja Youth Icon Sanman in 2023, Rata Jagannath Sanman in 2024 and Kalinga Bharati Kala Ratna Samman Award in 2024. She is currently working as a officer on special duty for Hare Krishna Mahatap State Library, Bhubaneswar, Odisha. With this, I conclude my speech. Thank you.
Now I request today's guest of honor, Madam Anuja Tarini Mishra, to address the gathering. Thank you, Madam.
Namaskar to everyone. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, ma'am. Audible.
At the outset, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the LIS Forum for inviting me. And it's a matter of honor for me, even though I am not from the library sciences background. And my understanding of library is that it's a very exciting place where there are a lot of books, and it was a place where we visited as kids to get a lot of story books and books that children would have interest in. But having studied in universities and later outside, and then having worked in the state library for a few months now, I have come to realize today that libraries are actually a very exciting and a very grave place to be in as well. Why I say this, I believe, is because of my experience that it's a very exciting place because people who may come to seek the service of a library where they may have some prefixed idea about one or two books that they may want, will suddenly, when they visit a library, be at a loss for thinking what book do they actually take, because most libraries which are very rich in their collections would have multiple very good books, and a reader would be spoiled for choice. And having said that, today we also observed this auspicious day in the memory of Padma Shri Ranganathan ji, today here in the Hare Krishna Mehtab State Library. And I also have with me Shri Rudra Behra, who was instrumental in organizing the Librarians Day today in the library as well, and because of whom I got an opportunity to be here on this platform. And we were discussing about how libraries today have evolved not only from physical spaces to digital spaces as well. And something that one of our young library science professionals also said today is, no matter what happens, people need to recognize the roles that librarians play per se, and recognize the value that their experiences also bring. Because someone very beautifully put this, that when people go to a library and read a few books and then clear an examination or maybe complete a PhD thesis and then they submit it, eventually they all remember and credit the references, the authors, the books that they followed, but maybe they forget to credit the librarian who was instrumental in finding out those books and suggesting those books to them. Similarly, people forget that sometimes a good informed librarian can also be a good teacher or sort of a guide or a path maker for the people coming to a library seeking out books when they may not themselves have a very clear idea of the list of books that they need. And in such a dynamic changing world, we also understand that libraries today are not just libraries or repositories of knowledge, they are actually knowledge and wealth centers. And from time immemorial, we know that libraries are also uh, places where people knew that a good informed library with good collection of books was very instrumental in those civilizations going ahead, those societies going ahead. Cultured, mature societies have always recognized the value of their libraries, the value of information, the value of the written word. And it is unfortunate that in today's changing world, when we do recognize the value of books and we recognize the value of information, the mode of accessing those informations has drastically changed. Today, we find ourselves talking about what AI can do for the changing landscape of libraries and librarianship in the era of artificial intelligence. And it is pertinent for us to talk about this because artificial intelligence has entered into our lives on a daily basis, and we are thoroughly also dependent on it. In a changing world, AI today has not remained like a buzzword anymore. It has become a means where we use it for many different things, and almost all of us have various kinds of personal assistants on our phones. So we rely on them. We rely on the Google Assistant to help us collate information, to help find answers to a query. So artificial intelligence today has quietly but suddenly burst into the scene and upended many things. And today we all talk and read the newspapers about how artificial intelligence is possibly going to replace a lot of workers. It's possibly going to be the reason why the tech world sees a lot of mass layoffs. But I believe it's not artificial intelligence, but rather we who have to adapt ourselves to this new technology, the way we adapted ourselves to traveling in four-wheelers or cars when cars were a new invention, or the way we adapted ourselves to starting to use a mobile phone when mobile phones were new in the scene in the world. And in librarianship, I think artificial intelligence as a technology would obviously play a beneficial role, because we can use it to maybe help in the process of cataloging. Make maybe some software will come in future where an automated form of cataloging for the purpose of usage of the libraries may also be developed, which may use image recognition or some natural language processing to generate a good metadata which is very accurate, so that it can help people in finding out a book from a vast collection of books in a matter of seconds. Because the only thing that AI can do really is not replace humans, but just do the work that humans do, but in a fraction of the time that humans take. Similarly, when manuscripts are being kept in libraries, or when books are being kept in the process of digitizing long, not published books, maybe rare books, artificial intelligence, I believe, can then be something that can maybe help the system, where you can use it to restore fragile or old documents and make it as such as to researchers also across the globe. And I think we should also understand that in such a changing scenario, even the roles of the librarians, which were seen in a traditional sense, would drastically change. Because rather than just being the custodians of physical collections of books in the AI era, good informed librarians can become the navigators of information ecosystems, from finding a book on the shelf to finding the right information in a whole universe filled with data. That is what the role of the modern librarians would also become. They'll change in terms to become something like an information curator, maybe, where they can ensure that AI generated results for searching good books can be accurate and unbiased and maybe relevant to the cause, to the purpose. They can also become sort of digital literacy educators, where they can teach communities to access information, and also at the same time, they can also be advocates for privacy, for transparency and fairness in how data is being handled. Because ultimately artificial intelligence has a lot of limitations to it, and moral compass is something that it obviously doesn't have. And I do believe that instead of thinking in the way the tech world has started to think, where AI will replace people, I think here it brings a tremendous enabling opportunities for librarians, because it will help empower them. It will free them from repetitive tasks so they can focus on very high level services. It may allow them to also use softwares for predictive analytics. So library anticipating a huge footfall can perhaps also anticipate and map needs of users in future and accordingly curate their collections. It can also enable inclusive access. AI generated tools can help translate texts and provide also services like text to speech for the visually challenged, or AI can also help accurately recommend a book for a certain user age group or age level. So these kinds of ways, maybe small ways, where artificial intelligence can use to sort of supplement and help ease the works of librarians. There are of course a lots of challenges if we do think of this. There may be a bias in the algorithm. If the algorithms are not trained accurately, the results will also reflect those biases in a very exponential manner. Also, data privacy has long been a point of contention. And of course, as I come to my original point, though artificial intelligence can help us give quick answers, but ultimately it's artificial, so it lacks the cultural sensitivity, empathy, and the contextual understanding of something which person who is an experienced librarian always has. Therefore, though it is a tool in today's world, but it's obviously not a replacement for the wisdom that humans actually possess, or in this case informed, experienced librarians actually possess. And therefore, in the AI era, the future of librarianship, I believe, has to accurately rest on the partnership between machine intelligence and human expertise. And while it is necessary to continually upgrade our own skills, not only in terms of technology, but it's similarly important that in the human centered way the work happens. And open access, equity, and inclusion is something that I believe artificial intelligence can help bring to the modern libraries and to the library ecosystems in the modern days. For an uninformed person of library sciences, I think this is all that I could come up with, and I hope this brings the discussion ahead to a pertinent point. Thank you so much.
Thank you, madam, for your insight into this topic and the future of librarianship. Definitely, as you rightly said, that AI cannot replace human, and rather it is a helping tools which will be helpful for providing better services to users and for management of libraries in an effective way. Thank you for your kind presence and your valuable insights to share with us. Thank you, madam. Now, I would like to request Dr. Rajesh Kumar, University Librarian, Manav Rachana International Institute of Research and Studies, Faridabad, Haryana, to address today's chief speaker, Dr. Narayan Chandra Ghosh, who is a librarian, Indian Institute of Management, Kolkata. Over to Dr. Rajesh. Please unmute. Dr. Rajesh, please unmute.
Good evening to all of you. First of all, I would like to thank Sahuji, Satpathy ji to give me the opportunity to participate in this Alliance Forum platform to introduce my dear friend, and he's a very good friend of mine, Dr. N.C. Ghosh. He has around 28 years of experiences in various organizations like British Council, American Center, Eastern Institute of Integrated Learning of Management, Army, and so on. Presently, he is working as a librarian at Indian Institute of Calcutta, Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta, and he has successfully organized many national workshops and training programs. He has served as a member in many reputed institutions, and he edited 2 books and published a good number of research papers and articles. He delivered invited lectures, talk in various seminars, symposium, workshop, international conferences. Recently, he also participated in conferences which has been organized by International Manarachna, and so uh, and he's also associated with the Indira Gandhi National Open University as a guest teacher. So I would like to welcome Ghosh to this forum. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you,
Rajesh
Dr.
Kumar,
Rajesh, for
for
nice
nicely
introduction.
introducing today's
First of all,
chief speaker, Dr.
very good
N.C.
evening
Ghosh, sir.
to
Now
all
I
the
would like
members of
to
Alliance
request
Forum Odisha.
Dr. N.C. Ghosh
And
to carry out the session.
I just convey my heartfelt gratitude and thanks to
So
the organizers.
it's over from my
Am
side.
I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. To the organizers, for inviting me to attend such scholarly program. And today, as you have already discussed, that this is the National Librarians Day we have been celebrating, and we have also organized in our library a small program in the morning itself. Today is, 133rd birth anniversary of Dr. Asa Ranganathan, the father of library science in India, not only in India, even in globe. His contribution towards the 5 laws and other areas, even today, which is really relevant to all the activities in the digital library environment. So my time is not much, so I have to finish it by uh, 5 minutes past 8, right? Am I right, Dr. Satpathy?
No, you continue. Yes, here you
Not that much, because I
no
don't
limit.
want to get
Yes,
you people bored.
please continue. No problem.
First of all, I will continue with the comments and the presentation already delivered by Madam Mishra. So it's really, very pertinent, and she mentioned some of the points which are very relevant and exclusive points. He mentioned that how AI should facilitate us in our day-to-day activities, in our profession. And it's not a threat, I believe. So I'm starting with this comment that everywhere you will find that people are saying that AI will snatch your job. It's becoming a threat to everybody. So it's not a threat. I believe it's a boon because all the technology is always developed for the mankind, but it's depending on how we people, I mean, the end users are using it either for our development of the society or for the destruction of the society. And there are many more examples there. Even the nuclear power, when we invented and uh, take that in our society for the development of the humankind, we never thought that we will create such a devastating bomb which can destroy the entire society in no time. So that should not be the motto, even in case of AI also. As you know that in library and information science in this field, they are always very fond of, and the professionals involved in, they are always very fond of adopting new technologies. And the library evolved over the time, over the period, and embraces a lot of new technologies in the library. So if you just have a look before going to my actual presentations today, that is how we can embrace AI tools for the development of the library, for the development of the services of the library. Before going to that, let me tell you that the library professionals, they evolved with the implementation of technology in libraries. So if you can if you just look back, in 60s, in 1960s, you will find the development of the machine readable cataloging format, that is MARC. We immediately adopted the MARC in our day-to-day activities in our life. And then in 70s onward, a lot of the bibliographical databases came into existence in the form of CDs and DVDs, as the offline mode, and gradually the printed version of the knowledge resources transformed into digital one, but not online mode. It was in offline mode. In 1980s, the computer revolution, came into existence in India. You can remember those days when our then Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi ji was heavily, in a mood to introduce the computers in different sectors of life, especially in the government offices. So gradually, libraries also implemented the computer, and then 1990 onwards, we tried to implement a lot of new technologies like the library management softwares, and then 2000 onward, we embrace the ICT in full-fledged. With that, we developed DSpace, Greenstone, and Omega, a lot of other open source softwares, and later on the Koha. Even today also, we have been discussing these open source softwares, open source technologies. And gradually in 2010 onwards, we jumped into one new buzzword, that is artificial intelligence. What Madam Mishra already told, that this is no more a buzzword. Now this is very much part and parcel of our life, so as in the library sectors also. So let me, have today's discussion through few slides. Is it visible? Can anyone confirm? Is it visible?
It will start perhaps. It will.
Is it visible?
No.
Janta, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It's
yes,
visible.
yes.
Please proceed, sir.
Okay, fine. Now you see, we have been discussing, since long about the artificial intelligence and all. Now, there are number of workshops, number of presentations, number of seminars, number of discussions are going on even among our professional friends about the artificial intelligence. Today, I will discuss about the kind of some ventures, some initiative already been taken in BC Roy Memorial Library, I am Calcutta, and I will showcase how we are planning to implement these artificial tools in our library services. So before going to that, let us understand in a nutshell, what is AI? AI is nothing but the simulation of human intelligence in machines programmed to think and perform tasks that typically require human intelligence. Like the field of computer science to create system which is capable of learning, reasoning, problem solving, perception and decision making like another human being. If you and me are asked to perform certain tasks, always we try to understand the problem and then try to find out the way how to solve it, then come into the decision. So here also the artificial intelligence perform the same kind of activities in our different sphere of domain or activities. So if you go back to the path of AI, it's not in today itself. We have been talking about the AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, natural language processing, NLP, robotics, and all those things. But it was started long back. In the year 1950, the imitation game. It was the first kind of proposed test of the machine intelligence happened by a great scientist, Alan Turing, computer scientist, and he published a paper, Computing Machinery and Intelligence. Followed by 1952, the computer scientist again, Arthur Samuel, he developed a program to play checkers, which is the first ever learn the game independently. And gradually, further development happened, and the artificial intelligence, that particular terminology, coined by John McCarthy. And it was first time used in the workshop in Dartmouth on artificial intelligence. That's the beginning of using that particular term as artificial intelligence. And this is the kind of timeline of artificial intelligence. If you just have a look, you will find that since 1949, the Manchester University they developed the stored program computer, which we call Manchester Mark One. This is the beginning of the journey, and then of course the 1950, the remarkable scientist Dr. Alan Turing, his article that is Camp Machines Think. If this is the journey, then in throughout I'm not going in detail to that. So in 1997, the another artificial intelligence development happened that is called IBM's machine supercomputer developed in the year 1997, which is called Deep Blue. And Deep Blue defeats that particular machine, defeats Gary Kasparov, who is the champion of the world champion in chess. That's the remarkable thing happened in 1997. And the speech recognitions also in the same year, this was published, developed by the Dragon system, which is the natural language. When we are speaking, it could recognize, it could transform immediately. That had happened, that had developed in the year 1997. And actually, the journey of artificial intelligence for the society, for every spheres of life, has happened its journey from then only. And this is the kind of evaluation of AI. As we said that it was in neonatal state in 1950, and 2010 we can claim that it is in full bloom. Though each and every day the AI models, the LLMs are developing every moment, every seconds. So why AI? If you just have a look here. What is the utility of AI? Why we, invented computer? The same way, the AI also is the efficiency and automation. AI enables repetitive sort of task, the reducing human effort. If we, have a look to the manufacturing industries in developed countries, mostly you will find that the robots are being used for this kind of repetitive task for efficiency and automating the process of manufacturing. Then the decision making and predictive analysis. This is kind of another sort of AI utility where a huge amount of data it can automatically analyze and come to a conclusion based on the data. Only data driven decisions are possible by using the AI. Then enhanced user experience. Here also, we can talk about different AI-enabled chatbots. If you just have a look in different e-commerce sites, in different other sites like IRCTC, like many other applications, you will find the AI chatbot is linked. Even the library resources. If you just have a look the individual resources we have been subscribing, many of the resources they are embedded the AI chatbot so that you can interact with the AI chatbot and get the real-time 24 into 7 service to clear your queries and get better services and engagement. Then the innovation and advancement, of course, it pushes the boundaries of technology and drives continuous advancement in various fields. Then cost reduction. Of course, this is true that when the repetitive kind of activities, mostly in manufacturing industries, when it's done by the robots or by implementing AI systems, it leads to cost savings, of course, and optimizing resources, reducing errors, minimizing the wastage. Because in manufacturing industries, when the process is on, then the manually the people they are not in always in right mood or in physical condition or in mental condition. So there are a lot of errors can happen and lot of wastage may happen in that process. But in case of this kind of artificial intelligence, rather one subset is robotics. When we are implementing that kind of robots in these industries like manufacturing, logistics, and healthcare, then of course these kind of errors we should we could minimize and cost reduction could happen there. And efficient customer service, of course, the round the clock AI chatbot or that kind of support handle the queries, handle resolving the issues efficiently. This always helps the customer satisfaction and the customers keep engaged with that particular product or services. So what are the different facets? As sometimes back, Madam Mishra was discussing about natural language processing and all those things. So AI is a very, if we consider it's a set, then of course machine learning is a kind of subset. It's a kind of algorithm-enabled system to learn and improve from experience about explicit programming. And then deep learning, and as I said, that day by day AI is developing each and every moment, and kind of very critical decisions and critical the data-driven decision could be taken immediately and very accurately just by using the deep learning method. Natural language processing, where we can communicate with any AI model or LLM, through our own language. We need not to know any coding or anything to communicate with that. So we can, as we are speaking, we can communicate with NLP, and we can get the answer. We can get our satisfaction just by communicating in our natural language in no time, rather. And computer vision, this is another, just by analyzing, AI can analyze any image or any videos, immediately, or facial recognition, object detection. And one of the, very interesting example is autonomous vehicle. Tesla, they have already established one center here in Bombay. But I don't know how far it will be successful, because in our road condition and kind of traffic and the narrowness of roads and all, I don't know how far autonomous vehicles will be successful in our country. Anyway, that is there and very much useful in different developed countries. And as sometimes back I was talking about robotics, this is the kind of or the part of artificial intelligence for the repetitive sort of work in manufacturing, healthcare, and other work a process where automation is very much essential. Then predictive analysis, of course, as I said, the data-driven decision making, image and speech recognition, then ethical AI and responsible AI. You can remember that Madam said, the data privacy and the ethical use of data is, of course, very important thing. And always we have to be very careful when we are using any kind of AI tools for our activities. We should follow the ethical use of AI, which automatically embedded with responsible AI, like it should prevent the biases, discrimination, and misuse of data. And time and again, you might have observed in our newspapers or many other electronic media, we used to get that this many number of other data has already leaked and shared web, and this kind of thing happens, which is not supposed to be done. So, what are the different domains where AI in different way are used heavily? One is, of course, healthcare, imaging for diagnostics, drug discovery, personalized medicine, predictive analytics for patient outcomes, healthcare management systems. Even the diagnosis is very much use the AI tools for kind of symptoms and study the huge chunk of data to come to a conclusions and diagnose properly. Then finance, another area where in banking sector as well as NBFCs like non-banking financial sector, you will find that AI tools are heavily used, and AI algorithm help in trading, forecasting kind of thing, fraud detection, risk assessment. This kind of usage is there in finance. E-commerce and retail, they use heavily the AI tools, and if you just have a look, once you have searched for one product in maybe any e-commerce site, maybe Amazon, Flipkart, Mishra, or any site, you will keep on getting the kind of responses what other products are available for that particular brand. I mean, not brand, that particular product, what other brands are available. So you will keep on receiving such kind of information, what are the reviews received for that particular product, or maybe number of brands of that particular product. So they can focus the demand even just by going through or analyzing the huge kind of data of the customers. And then the domain, if you consider the technology and IT also, they heavily use for the further development, cyber security, threat detection, network security, malware analysis, and IT infrastructure management, and all those areas. As I said, the manufacturing and logistics, automotive industry, these are all education, where I'm just coming to land up. The education sector also, primarily from preparation of class routine to, preparation of kind of the pedagogy, and then adaptive learning platform, personalized tutoring, intelligent content creation, and all those in education sectors also we have been using heavily. And entertainment and media, they are also using the AI tools and AI algorithms for streaming platform, personalized advertising, content creation. In fact, AI generated art and music and audience analysis. Number of times I used to get this kind of advertisement that your voice could be further proliferated by using AI tools, and immediately you can become a music composer even. So that kind of, or AI can compose a complete music even without the help of a composer. But there's a lot of questions behind that. We cannot claim that, okay, fine, no composer is needed. AI can do everything of their own and compose a good piece of music. Now let me have a look, what I think that where the AI could be applied, and I mean artificial intelligence in libraries. Many Western university, I mean academic libraries, the developed countries, what I observed that number of AI tools they are significantly using in practice. But in India, when I have gone through, I may be wrong or I may not be correct. You may correct me. I didn't find any good library where people are really using AI tool in a big way. Maybe like us, they are also experimenting or they are trying to implement bits and pieces. I have observed that many developed countries, many libraries, they are using the benefit of their, yielding the benefit of the cataloging and metadata management, kind of personalized recommendation services, chatbots and virtual assistants. What I am working with, I will showcase how we are thinking, and the digital archives and preservations also here. The digital content. We have the Calcutta archives we have developed, but we haven't yet implemented any AI tool with that. We are using Omeka, where we can, content indexing and many more standard metadata creation and content retrieval from the digital archive is possible just by using AI tool, but we haven't yet explored that. Then, of course, in libraries, little big in size like IITs, IIMs, and other institute of national importance, or maybe the central universities, who have huge resources and number of users also huge. So those kind of libraries, they can use this AI analytics and AI tools, to kind of analyze the user behavior, routine usage, trend analysis, enabling data-driven decisions to for collection development, resource allocations, and service improvement. As you know that with just few days back in the month of May, we organized one workshop this year on data carpentry and AI ML tools for libraries, where one project was there, say for example, for ebooks bundles, say any good commercial publishers, maybe Taylor & Francis, maybe Springer, maybe Elsevier. So for a librarian, it's not very easy, to identify which one is good and which one is bad from the entire collection of maybe 5,000, 6,000, or maybe more. So what we practiced there, and we wanted to showcase how the librarian can come to a decision before sending it to the concerned faculty members for final selection for procuring those books in libraries. So that way, just we downloaded the Goodreads data and the reviews uploaded there, and we match those Goodreads data with the ISBN we are looking for from the publisher side, the ebooks, and just by analyzing the Goodreads data, we can prepare a primary list which books are fetched, good reviews by the users, so that your life will become little easy. Just from the collection of 6,000 book, you can come to maybe 200 or 300 or maybe 500 of books. So the primary kind of selection you could do just by using this kind of tools. Then the natural language processing, there are a lot of things, and you will find a lot of AI tools we have been discussing about for text analysis, for summarization of the articles, for information extraction from the document, enhancing the efficiency from for information retrieval. Interestingly, if time permits, I will showcase that we have started one project for our PhD scholars. This is so we, ornamentally we have given a name called Smarter Library, where we wanted to showcase that from the journey starting from our research scholars, just by embracing the reference management tools, how to develop their library day in and day out when they are going through any new literature. Before even finalizing the research topic, they can create their library automatically. So we are giving training them how to develop their own library just by using either Mendeley or Jotero kind of reference management tool, and then how to collect or how to fetch the bibliographical references of the area of his or her interest from different sources, sometimes from credible sources like Scopus, Web of Science, and sometimes from even Google Scholar, sometimes from Dimensions.ai, OpenLX, so kind of or Semantic Scholar kind of a cross-ref kind of environment or databases, how they can download data, they can create their library, and then how illicit kind of AI tool they can make use to summarize all those downloaded articles before going the complete article. They can summarize and they can find out, they can select, okay, fine, these are the articles which are needed for us and which may be excluded from my library. So that way, different tools we have been showcasing them, and they are getting training, are selective tools, of course, and up to how to create ORCID ID or the author ID kind of thing, so that since beginning of their journey they can have their ID lifelong, and this ID will be good enough to showcase his or her performance throughout the life. So from very beginning of the research days, they can learn all those new tools and techniques. Then, of course, the routine work, then enhanced efficiency and user experiences. So by integrating AI technologies, what I wanted to say here, the libraries can streamline operations, improve resources accessibility, and deliver personalized services, ultimately, which enhances the user satisfaction and transforming the modern library into a more efficient, user-centric hub of information and knowledge. So here, what are the core areas of library operations? If you just think it in this way, then of course one is administration, administrative activities you have been performing. Second is the resources, where you are handling the collection development process, just following the administrative rules and regulations or the procedures or the SOP kind of things or manual kind of things you have already developed in your organizations. And then the services. So ultimately, these are the three factors. These are the three areas where we are involved in heavily. One is administrative part, second is the resources development, and third is the services, which is the ultimate. So how in these three areas, one LLM or AI model that is maybe ChatGPT or maybe Gemini kind of model, which is now available, very much a portion is free, and then pro version you have to have your subscription. So luckily we have a subscription to ChatGPT 4, the subscribed version, which is now upgraded to 5. We have access to that, and we have started our project just by creating one custom GPT, which you may call as a AI chatbot, which is underway. Still, we are working and not yet embedded with your library website. So now the questions before going to that project, it showcase, of course, that is my ultimate to share with you. Before deploying any tool, basically for any purposes, not AI tool, for anything, when we are trying to implement in our life, in our work life, even personal life, anywhere, then of course we have to identify the specific problem. What is the specific problem? That we need to understand first, and then what kind of solution is needed there. Either we need the data or any kind of decision support, or we want to automate the process like cataloging or classifications, or maybe identifying subject heading kind of thing, or kind of prediction. So which tool or technique fits best? That is the another point we need to understand. So here, as again, I am referring Madam Mishra because she very meticulously mentioned all the points, where she mentioned that AI tool even today, they always give one disclaimer that there is some kind of hallucinations or biasness may happen. Sometimes AI model can give you the wrong answer, may not be 100% correct, some partially correct, partially incorrect kind of answers you may get. So for those reasons, first we have to understand our problem, kind of solutions we are looking for, and that tool or technique which is best fit for that, we need to understand. And then only if I apply, at least we can have the success, or may not be 100%, even though we cannot claim, or at least we could get the best output from it. Before that, what we need, say for example, all of us, somewhere or other than Madam Mishra, mostly we are from the profession, like the information science profession, and we always handle the the users, and many occasion the reference service, which is very important to play a very important role in our professional life, where you can really get the satisfaction of your profession when a happy customer, I mean the happy user, is around you, and that could only happen when you are successfully providing or delivering the reference services to your user. So here, the technical term is prompt engineering. We'll discuss a little bit about prompt and prompt engineering, what is all about. So it's basically nothing. Prompt is the guidelines provided to an LLM here to do a task, as we have been discussing about AI. So in the same way, when, say for example, you are asking something, to execute to your subordinate, even it requires some kind of clear guidelines, till the time that person who is the executor, he is not convinced, he is not, clear about kind of execution he or she has to do, you cannot get the best output from that. So here also prompt is nothing but the instruction what we are giving to the LLM to do the task. And engineering is a specific, prompt iteratively, also repetitively when the specific developing, we are to develop a task, we are giving the repetitive kind of prompt to get the best output from it. This is we call engineering. Here, so what are the components of a good prompt? So if the source is Gemini for Google Workspace, prompting guide 101, I have got that help, Here, see one prompt, just read the prompt. Help me craft an empathetic email response. In today's world, we have been discussing about AI tool almost every time. So we never talked about in such a way about the prompt, but which is very important, because till the time we are not giving a right prompt, we cannot expect the right answer from the LLM or the AI model, right? Here, help me craft an empathetic email response. One part, I am a library staff member responding to a patron's complaint. The patron received a book they requested through interlibrary loan, but it arrived damaged. So they have already contacted us via email and provided photos of the damage. I have offered to request a replacement copy from another library, but the patron is requesting a rushed delivery option that isn't typically included in our interlibrary loan service. Included a paragraph that acknowledges their frustration and 3 bullet points with potential resolutions. So this is the complete prompt here. Now, what are the different parts or components of a good prompt? One is persona. Persona means who am I? Because AI model need to understand on whose behalf he is executing. So I am a library staff member. That's the person. So AI model will act like a library staff member when he will, draft the email. Then task. Which one is the task? Task is craft an empathetic email response. This is the catch. Empathetic email response. This is the task I have given. Context. In which context? The context is written in yellow. The patron received a book. They requested through interlibrary loan, but it arrived damaged. This is the context. In this context, what is the task? To draft empathetic email response. For whom? A staff members who will reply to the user. Format. In which format I want? Include a paragraph that acknowledges their frustration. Of course, first you acknowledge. Then 3 bullet points with potential resolution. So this is the different components of a good prompt when you are communicating with any AI model to execute any job. So how to write a good prompt? First of all, define the goal. Now I have been, I'll showcase only I have used the ChatGPT, and that's why I'm talking about ChatGPT here. Tell ChatGPT what you exactly want it to do. As sometimes back, I have shown it. Give constraints. What are the constraints there? Or kind of restrictions. The maximum number of words. Okay, fine. It should be limited to 100 words or maybe 200 words. Okay. Or the create right boundaries for ChatGPT. Then assign a role. As a role, it proposes your request from that specific point of view. Act as a consultant, act as a librarian, act as a library assistant, or library staff, library attendant, or deputy librarian. So your role should be defined very clearly. And clarify who is the audience is. Now here, I am writing an email to my director, to a faculty member, to a staff member, to a senior officers, or to as research scholars, to MBA students, or the students from any other program. Okay. So that clarity should be given who is my audience and which context. That is very important. And if possible, sometimes we can give some example, which will help ChatGPT to understand, okay, fine. So this is the way you want, or this kind of task you are asking me to execute, right? And the style also. What would be the style? It's a formal, informal. I am writing an email to Dr. Satpathy, not in official capacity. Okay, just as a friend, I am communicating. So there is no formality. That could be in informal way. So that should be very clearly mentioned here, and detail out the format. In which format? It's a tabular format or a paragraph or a kind of list I am asking for. Okay, so this kind of format that we need to specify, and of course the ask for feedback after the conversation. It always asks if you are satisfied or not, or retry, or you can further. It will ask you, okay, fine, should I go for this? So if you say yes, of course, it will then do another job for it. Now, let me give some example the way we have been using here, or I'm sure some of you are using, and those who are not using, they can use it. Say, for example, this is a prompt. Write a formal email to the finance department requesting the status of invoice processing for library journal subscriptions for financial year 2024-25. Mention that the pending invoice from Rupa Publications needs urgent attention. So this is the kind of prompt I have given to ChatGPT, and I'm sure maybe my friends who are present here, Dr. Jha, Dr. Satpathy, Dr. Sahu, even Janta also from IIT Hyderabad, day in, day out, they have been handling those kind of problems. So what's wrong in that if I could get some assistance from this kind of tool? And of course, I have the opportunity to recheck, and then finally I will communicate. Okay, it will make my life simple and save my time. What I can use for some other one. Here you see, so nicely drafted. I hope this message finds you well. This is to kindly request an update on the processing status of invoices for the library's journal subscriptions for the financial year 24-25. We have noted that the invoice from Rupa Publications remains pending and requires urgent attention to ensure continuity of our subscription services. Please let us know the current status of this invoice and any additional, it's 8 o'clock now, any additional details or documents needed from our end to expedite the process. Okay. So this is a kind of nice email immediately ready for you, and you can communicate it to it with some changes, of course, if you feel to your FU, and your job is over, at least for this purpose. Here, the another one I have tested it because giving demo, immediately it's very difficult and time consuming also. So other one is generate one-page narrative for the IIM Calcutta Library Annual Report 24-25. Mention major highlights like new e-databases subscription, RFID self-check, station deployment, and total footfall over 35,000 users as per the given content. You see, the way I have got, at least I have got some ideas before preparing this kind of annual report, at the end of the year, to submit to the PRO for publishing the annual report of the institute, or maybe for the director to share it in the convocation address. So now, what are the steps creating a customized chatbot using ChatGPT? So as I said, we have more than 60 databases, different databases, and being the member of ONOS that have 13,000 plus of journals from 30 publishers. Additionally, we have different packages and single titles, number of learned societies we have been subscribing. So huge resources we have been dealing with. So what we observed that many occasions when the users come to user assistance desk and ask questions, I want this piece of information, or for my project or for my assignment, what are the different sources or which sources can I get it immediately? So out of 60 databases, if you think that you are on in the reference services desk or the user assistance desk, it's very difficult immediately to remember and guide the student or the faculty member. That these are the sources. Without wasting time, you please go there and you can have the right information. So what we did, we analyzed all the 60 databases, out of which only 24 or 25 we could do and uploaded here. And here, the name of the database, type of database, database description, we analyzed it at the micro level, and main sections were the different sections, platform features, and what kind of the output level you will get, either CSV or Excel format or any other format. Data is available or is it downloadable or not. So this kind of information all are given for each and every resources, so that in the back end the custom GPT is ready to answer any queries in the front end when the Ask Librarian kind of front page, where and which over the time which will be embedded with our library site, and anyone can ask questions and they can write source immediately for their project or assignment if available in the library. And then this is the GPT, and I put here the screenshot to give you the clear idea about it. So explore GPTs, then select my GPTs and choose create a GPT. So you can see it here, create a GPT, and you need to put a concise description. What should be the name and description of that GPT? Now, upload the previously created documents. Here you see the upload files. Okay, so you just upload what you created in document files for different databases, the 1 page or 2 page descriptions, maybe 3 page description what you created resource wise, upload that one by one, and decide if the GPT should have access to your uploaded files or external links. So that should be given. What only the GPT will use the uploaded data, what you have given. That's the only aim, because if I allow it to go and search the web, then it will give lot of data which may not be relevant, and the users will be confused. This is not our aim. Our aim, what we have been subscribing here in the library, when a user is looking for any resources, they should get particular resource which is subscribed by us, so that immediately they can get access in full text and they can download the or extract the data they were looking for. Next, see our response to prompt GPT. Test your GPT. Here the Ask Librarian page is ready. I mean, custom GPT is ready. Now, if am I allowed to go for, or should I, Dr. Satpathy? Hello, Dr. Satpathy. Am I audible?
Yeah. Audible.
You're audible,
Please
sir.
conclude within 2-3 minutes. Huh?
Okay, fine. So this is the Ask Librarian page where you can put your questions, your queries, and you will get on receiving the answers what we have already uploaded from the subscribed resources. Just I have put here some of the screenshot. Like, can I renew a book online if I have already renewed it once through the OPAC? The answer is ready, which is given by AI chatbot. I'm a doctoral student working late. Can I return books using the RFID Dropbox after library hours? Will the system update my record immediately? This is the answer. So, kind of services or kind of answers they can get, and some of the example where the library can get some of the deep search or deep kind of responses here. How can I compare the sectoral coverage and analytical tools offered by CMI, Price IQ, and Definitive Icon? We have been subscribing both, and if anyone is asking such questions, then Custom GPT is answering here the comparison of CMI, Price IQ, and Definitive Icon. Okay, this is the about CMI, Price IQ, and this is about Definitive Icon, and this is the summary, done by. This is another prompt. I need to conduct a company financial analysis, including ratios, valuation metrics, and segment revenue, which I am Calcutta subscribed database offers the most detailed and downloadable data in Excel or CSV format. So this is the kind of answer immediately user can get out of here. So what are the challenges? I should not say challenges, and here the future prospects. Of course, this is the time when we have been discussing, but down the line, by another 2, 3, or 4 years or 5 years, we will find that a lot of libraries, they have implemented different AI tools for different purposes, and they are providing the best possible services to the users, as well as they are making their life more easy. And I hope that in future many more such tools will come up, which will be partially free, or maybe the subscription price will be minimum, so that we can subscribe and utilize it. And of course, this is the time what we need, that is the expertise we are lacking. We are discussing true, but many more workshops should be organized to train our the professional friends how to use, how to embrace those technologies, because without knowing first by themselves, they cannot learn, they cannot teach others how to implement it, how to use it. So that kind of training program, workshops in everywhere, many more should be organized. And of course, cost is another factor. As I said, that many institution libraries, they don't have that much of funds to subscribe this kind of resources and utilize. But I'm sure over the time, those will be very cheap, and library will also authority will consider to allocate some funds for embracing these technologies. Ultimately, this is the development for the institute or benefit of the users. And of course, last but not the least, AI will not replace librarians, but librarians who use AI will replace those who don't. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Ghosh, for a very informative presentation. You have covered all aspects starting from its genesis of AI to its various facets, domains, and the areas of libraries where AI can be used. Definitely, it is in boarding stage in libraries. So, in coming days, the many queries and doubts will be cleared, and your presentation will definitely guide the librarians who are planning to implement AI in their libraries. Thank you for your kind presence and nice presentation. Now I request Dr. Sadabihari Sahu, Assistant General Manager, CDB Mumbai, because from this year we have introduced a national level Best Librarian Award, that is Achyutanand Suparnalata Sahu Memorial Best Librarian Award. It is being given by Dr. Sahu in the memories of his late beloved parents. So I request Dr. Sahu to introduce about the award and declare the winner.
Thank you so much, Dr. Satpathy. First of all, very good evening to all of you. After listening the very nice talk by Dr. Ghosh and Madam Mishra, I will say we are cherishing the moment and celebrating the Dr. Ranganathan's birthday today, and I wish all a happy Librarians Day to present here and who are listening. I am also thankful to LIS Forum who has given me an opportunity to declare the first ever Achyutanandas and Subarnalata Sahu National Best Librarian Award for this year. So before I announcing the name of the person to the forum, I would like to say a few words about my parents who are been my inspiration for means the day once I born to till date. Mr. Achyutananda Sahu, my father, and Srimati Subarnalata Sahu, my mother, who left us last year only, simultaneous within a year. My father, who works in medical science department, government of Orissa for last 40 years, and my mother, he is a housewife and a very hard-working lady. My father, I have seen ever a honest, truthful, and I never see a single enemy in his life period. So I, on behalf of his memory, I want to contribute and for this award for from the side of the LIS Forum. And before I declare the selection process for this, the selection process has been made by an independent external jury of expert for this purpose, and there are a good number of applicants and nomination has been come for this award, out of which we have chosen, the committee has chosen Dr. C. Velimu Rugan for the Chief Librarian of Meenakshi Medical College, Hospital and Research Institute, Kanchipuram for this. I congratulate Dr. C. Velimu Rugan for this award and a good applause to all these for this expertise knowledge in this field. Now I will read out the citation to be given to Dr. C. Velumurugan, the Chief Librarian of Meenakshi Medical College, Hospital and Research Institute. Sir, born on 6th March 1973 at Kanchipuram near Chennai, Tamil Nadu. You have completed your school education at Tirupattur, BLIS and MLIS degree from Madurai Kamaraj University, MPhil from Alagappa University, and PhD from Periyar University, Salem. Beside, you have passed the MA, DCA, and UGC NET, which shows your passion and love for librarianship. You have contributed distinctively to advancement of librarian science and librarianship through innovative best library practice, research, and community-focused initiative. You have rendered innovative, value-added service in the field of LIS as a librarian in various institutes of repute, presently serving as a chief librarian and head in MMCHRI Kanchipuram. Since 6th November 2020, you have published a good number of research papers in various journals of national and international repute, conference proceedings, and book chapters. Your papers reflected in Scopus and UGC CARES journals with high citation and H index are testimony of your wonderful contribution to the field of LIS. You are also the recipient of a great many awards and honors, including the National Best Librarian Award 2023, Outstanding Service Award 2024, national level by Madras Library Association. Today, on 12th August of 2025, on the occasion of National Library Day, LIS Forum Orissa confers on the Achyutananda Subarnalata Sahu Memorial Best Librarian Award 2025. We have the pleasure of honoring your professional personality in recognition of your exceptional contribution in the field of library and information science. On behalf of the LIS Forum Orissa, we wish all the best for your commitment to the excellence ahead. Thank you so much, and I congratulate Dr. C. Velimuragan for this award and requesting him to few talk or the speech for the audience. Now pass on to Dr. C. Velimuragan, Chief Librarian of Kanchipuram.
Good evening, honorable present here, and a happy Librarians Day to all of you. So I'm audible, sir.
Yes, yes, please continue.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So at the outset, I would like to thank the Chief Moderator, Dr. Sunil Kumar Satpathy, Deputy Librarian, NIT, Raipur, for giving me the wonderful opportunity to share my views as a Best Librarian Awardee of this virtual celebration of National Librarians Day 2025, organized by lisforum, Orissa. It gives me immense pleasure, with gratitude and humility, for selecting me to the Best Librarian Award on this special occasion. This recognition is one of the most significant moments in my professional journey. Recognition such this both celebration of past efforts and responsibility for the future. First, I would like to express my deep gratitude and sincere thanks to the selection committee of LIS Forum Orissa for honoring me with this distinction. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to my research supervisor, Dr. N. Radhakrishnan, who is working as a professor and head at the Department of Library and Information Science from Priya University, Salem. As his mentorship has not only shaped me, my research, and also shaped me as a person to know the value of intellectual humanity, perseverance, and service to the academic community. So, and also my sincere thanks to my institution, higher authorities, Mrs. Jayanti Radhakrishnan, Chancellor Ma'am, Pro Chancellor, Mr. Akash Prakash, Sir, Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. C. Sridhar, Sir, Pro VC, Dr. Kritika Ma'am, Registrar, Professor Dr. V. Sureka Rashmi, and Dean K. Dr. Rashekar. Because of them, I have given a lot of guidance and support to make a well-class library in medical college, in my college. So, and after that, I would like to express my sincere thanks to my team members for their dedication, and also my family members and my friends. So this today is we are celebrating the 133rd of Dr. Iswaranganathan birth anniversary. Well, so Dr. Iswaranganathan is not only is a father of library information science, he is also called as a world librarian by uh, American Library Association, and Prince among librarians by Sir Maurice Goya, VC from Delhi University. So during his period, he published 60 books and 2,000 articles in his credit. So among them, top 10, I would like to note it down. The first one is Five Laws of Library Science, colon classification, classified catalog code, reference service, library book selection, library administration, library manual, Ramanujan, the man and the mathematician, heading and canons. A librarian looks back, an autobiography of Dr. S. R. Ranganathan. So these are the top ranked most popular books among 60. So among top, the five laws of library science is treated as a mantra, as a Bible, as a Quran, as a Bhagavad Gita for list professionals. Because these laws are called as the fundamental laws of library science. These laws are applicable to solve any problems in the area of library service, library services, and library practice. So, being a librarian, over a decade of my experience, I found that a library is not merely a source of knowledge. It is a living ecosystem, a place where knowledge meets curiosity, where research finds a direction, and where every reader embarks on a journey of discovery. So as per North, we call it as a library is nowadays a learning resource only. We are not simply calling a library. As a NAC represented that library is a learning resource center. So so nowadays libraries of the future will embrace emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, big data and analytics, semantic web and linked data, virtual and augmented reality. These for in future, library professionals must be well versed not only in classification and cataloging, but also in data science, digital preservation, intellectual property rights, open science, and digital humanities. So we must be agile learners, constantly updating our skills in response of technological shifts, user demands, and societal needs. So I would like to conclude that I, I dedicate this award to everyone who has supported me along the way. Thank you once again, Dr. Sunil Kumar sir, for the entire team for conducting such a wonderful virtual celebration of National Librarians Day 2025. Thank you for this honor, sir. Once again.
Thank you and congratulations. And like previous years, Lisforum Orissa conducts various national level competitions on the occasion of National Librarians Day. I would now like to request Dr. D.R. May to announce the result of various competitions organized by Lisforum Orissa.
Uh, Thank you, Dr. Satpathy, the Chief Moderator of Alliance Forum Orissa, for giving me the opportunity to declare the prizes. Namaskar. I personally and on behalf of the forum wish Happy Librarians Day to one and all. From LIS Forum Orissa, this year prizes are like this. Event 1. The LIS professionals throughout India post messages on events and happenings related to library and information science field in the Facebook for awareness of the fellow professionals, for posting maximum numbers of professional messages in the Facebook group of Allies Forum Orissa from August 2024.
to July 2025. The award goes to Ramandeep Kaur, librarian teacher at Sri Guru Hargobind Convent Senior Secondary School, Nathana, Bhatinda, Punjab. And second event, on behalf of the forum, 5 years back, we had started posting an online awareness test fortnightly. In this series, 114 awareness tests have already been posted and has gained its popularity among the library and information science students, UGC NET aspirants, and professionals. For attending maximum number of online library awareness tests, the award goes to Aniket Ravindra Ingole, a PhD scholar at St. Gadge Baba Amaravati University, Maharashtra. Like third is, like previous years, to commemorate the birth anniversary of Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, the forum has organized an online quiz competition from among the students of library and information science across India on 8th August of 2025. There were 238 students participated in this competition. Here are the names of the winners. First prize goes to Aryan Majumdar, University of Kalyani, West Bengal. Second prize goes to Vidya, Pandit Sundarlal Sharma, Open University, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. And third prize goes to Swati Krishna P, Periyar University, Salem, Tamil Nadu. Congratulations to the winners and thanks to all the participants. Wishing a good luck next time. Thank you. Over to the moderator.
Thank you, Dr. Dear Mayor. And now this is the time for vote of thanks. And a formal vote of thanks, it is to be given by, I request Dr. Munesh Kumar, Deputy Librarian, NIT Jamshedpur. Please.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Today's program was very nice. In order to present the vote of thanks, first of all, I would like to thank Dr. S.R. Ranganathan, because of whom we are here and celebrating today Librarians Day across the nation. And I wish everyone a very happy Librarians Day. Further, in the continuation of presenting vote of thanks, I sincerely thanks to today's distinguished dignitaries. I thanks today's program. Yeah, sorry, guest of honor, Madam Tarini Mishra, OST. Sorry, Anuja Tarini Mishra, OST, OLL C, Department of HKM State Library, Bhubaneswar, for her valuable time and knowledge sharing with us. Madam, with your words, we are got enlightened and motivated. And whatever the suggestions you have mentioned in your speech, we will be trying to incorporate in our professional journey. Today's chief speaker, Dr. N.C. Ghosh, sir, librarian, IIM Kolkata, Sir, with your very informative presentation and data what you have given us on AI with library, it is going to help us in across the professional problems. We will be using AI day by day. As days increase, we are shifting to AI. So we have now AI time. So your presentation will help us to understand more on AI. And I would like to thanks to very senior professionals, Dr. Shankar Reddy Kole, Librarian, Central Tribal University of Andhra Pradesh, who presented the introduction of today's guest of honor, Madam Anuja Tarini Mishra. And next, I would sincerely thanks to Chief Speaker's introduction, Dr. Rajesh Kumar, University Librarian, Manarachna International Institute of Research and Studies, Faridabad, Haryana. Further, I would like to thanks to Dr. Sada Bihari Sahu sir for presenting the name of today's Best Librarian Award recipient, and who is Dr. C. Vellamurugan. And I congratulate to the recipient, Dr. C. Vellamurugan, for this honor from LIS Orissa, LIS Forum Orissa. And by seeing your journey, sir, we are very much motivated to pursue our career the way you have pursued. So definitely, sir, with your professional journey, it is going to help us to build our career also. Next, I would like to thanks to the Devraj Meher sir, who is librarian at OU Bhubaneswar, for giving the details of online quiz competition which held under the banner of LIS Forum Orissa. And I also congratulate to the winners and runners, or maybe the inspirants who shown their interest toward this very prestigious online quiz competition organized by LIS Forum Orissa. And further, I would like to thanks to Janta Kumar Sahu from IIT Hyderabad Library, the technical person who connected so many people from across the India globe with this program using this technical platform. I also special thanks to today's chief moderator, Dr. Sunil Kumar Satpathy sir, for the conducting of this session and organizing the session. I also thanks to all the office bearers of LIS Forum Orissa for giving me this opportunity to present the vote of thanks. Especially, I would like to thanks to Sunil sir for his continuous support and promotion of his kind to the public platform. Many thanks to all the participants who connected virtually from several locations, irrespective of with difficulties of connection, network, and all. But still, they are connected. They asked so many questions. They submitted feedback, suggestions. Definitely, we will be incorporating in our future programs. At the last but not the least, I thanks to Almighty for giving us grace, support, and the everything. Thank you, sir. I once again I wish everybody very happy Librarians Day.
Thank you, Dr. Munes. And now I would like to thank all the distinguished guests and the participants for sparing their valuable time and make the event a success. I wish your future cooperation and support for promoting for the development or betterment of library profession and professionals of India. Thank you very much. Now the program is over.